welcome to Retail Media Unplugged. I'm Cindy Loza, Senior Editor for the Path to Purchase Institute. BDPI's Retail Media Unplugged is a video series that dives into the nitty-gritty of retail media to explore the latest trends, strategies, and tactics for success. In each episode, we go behind the scenes with our special guests to dig into how they're navigating the evolving realm of retail media. Joining us for our latest episode, I'm delighted to welcome Eliza Ollinger from Blain's Farm and Fleet. Welcome, Eliza. Thanks so much for being here. From what I understand, you've been at Blain's Farm and Fleet for more than 2 years now, and DoorDash and Kroger before that. To kick things off, could you walk us through your role at the retailer?
Yeah, sure thing. So first of all, Cindy, thank you for having me. Super excited to be here today and super excited to have this conversation. Also super excited to be talking to a Blain's Farm and Fleet customer. So thank you for that. Here at Blain's Farm and Fleet, I'm the GM and Director of e-com. So basically what that means is it's accountability for the e-commerce business kind of overall, in addition to some level of P&L accountability as well. So.
Great. Well, again, welcome. It's so great to have you. As I mentioned, I am a Farm and Fleet customer. I have both chickens. I get all my tools there, and my kids really love the tools, the toy section. So, but for those that aren't familiar, can you tell us a bit about Blaine's Farm and Fleet? What does the retailer shopper base look like, and what makes it unique?
Yeah, for sure. So Blain's Farm and Fleet was founded in 1955. So this is actually our 70th anniversary this year. We were founded by two brothers, Claude and Bert Blain, in Janesville, Wisconsin. We are still family owned to this day. So that we do see that as something that is unique. We really focus in on providing quality products at fair prices, really supporting farmers, families, and communities. We've really grown to be a trusted Midwestern retailer while still remaining family owned. I can kind of hear it in your voice. You mentioned that your kids, they love the toys. Hopefully they've had an opportunity to visit our Toyland, which for anybody who's not familiar with it, Toyland is basically the day that we unveil all of the toys for the holiday season. So there are a lot of kids that come running through the stores. Obviously, we do a big event digitally as well, but that's one of our hallmarks. When we think about what makes us different, it really truly is that we have a shopper base and we have an assortment and a brand that appeals to both rural and suburban communities. So Cindy, you mentioned that you are a customer and you, I believe, are more in that kind of suburban type of a demographic. We also really resonate with the rural customer, which is notoriously hard to really connect with. Because we have been really kind of laser focused on providing quality products at good prices for about 70 years, we've built up a lot of trust with, we actually call them our neighbors. Because even internally, when we talk about things, we talk about our neighbors, like what would we do for our neighbor? How can we better service our neighbor? So this kind of mentality really is a differentiator for us. And it really helps resonate with that kind of neighbor base.
Great. And recently, the retailer teamed with Epsilon to launch a retailer media network known as Neighbor Network. What made the retailer launch the network?
We launched the Neighbor Network because we really wanted to provide our brand partners a way to connect more directly with our neighbors, both through our digital shopping channels and then also through the broader digital ecosystem.
Great. And how long was the network in the works for?
It took us a little bit of time to find the right partner, and really make sure that we're setting it up in a way that's both beneficial to our neighbors, and then also to our brands. So we've been working on it for about a year and a half or so.
And can you speak to Epsilon's role in the launch and moving forward?
Yeah, for sure. Epsilon has truly been our partner through this. We leverage their technology. It's called the Epsilon Retail Media Platform. This is what actually activates the Neighbor Network. Additionally, we leverage their sales team and sales operations team to really manage the day-to-day of truly running the network.
And what's the company's goal or retail media approach? And how does it plan to differentiate itself among such a crowded landscape of RMNs?
Yeah, so our goal first and foremost is to really complement our existing kind of more traditional shopper marketing opportunities. So we can offer our partner brands the ability to reach our neighbors wherever they are in their purchase journey. Um, Really to differentiate in this space, we focus on building brand partnerships. So instead of just selling space, our goal is really to co-create full funnel programs with brands to help communicate their value to our neighbors.
From what I understand, the network combines AI and first-party data to deliver relevant, personalized messages. Can you tell me a little bit about how they do this?
Yeah, for sure. So as I mentioned earlier, we partnered with Epsilon, and it truly is the Epsilon retail media platform that is bringing the neighbor network to life. So with this, we've shared our first party data and combine that with Epsilon's really strong identity capabilities. So it gives us the ability to provide our brand partners with an accurate view of our neighbors that truly they couldn't get anyplace else. This strong person-first identity, really coupled with AI at the point of ad serving, contained obviously within the neighbor network, means that our brands can deliver relevant and personalized messages. Additionally, there is quite a bit of learning that's enabled by AI through each engagement. And throughout the campaigns, throughout the programs, that AI is continuously rewriting its models to further optimize the outcomes across the channels.
We hear a lot about AI, and I don't think we walk away from a conference here like session without hearing AI. Overall, what do you think is AI's role in the retail media landscape?
First of all, if you ever walk away or if you walk away from a conversation without talking about AI in the near term, I will be shocked because I don't know that I can. Um, We so really AI's role in the retail media landscape is to help determine where and how to engage with shoppers at any given time. It also helps determine how often to engage them, which channels across what channels and how to harmonize those channels. So really what it's doing is it's accelerating those data models that, 5, 10 years ago, it would have taken weeks, maybe even months to react to. Now you're really reacting in real time to that. Ultimately, what this will do is unlock opportunities to drive sales for our brands and increase brand loyalty with our neighbors, both on our site and then across the web.
Great. And going back to the network, what are some of the solutions it offers? Does it offer a combination of in-store, on-site, off-site?
Yeah, so currently we are offering both on-site through sponsored listings, banners, and then off-site through programmatic off-site offerings.
Great. And did any shopper insights influence the network and its solutions?
Yeah, for sure. So first of all, the omni-channel nature of our neighbors was one thing that had a strong influence. So our neighbors do like to shop both in store and online. So we thought it was really important to be able to offer both on-site and then kind of that broader off-site offering as well. So we were sure that we could reach our neighbors wherever they were in their daily lives, in their shopping journey, those kinds of things. We also took a look at product discovery trends and that helped influence our on-site placements to be sure that we're maximizing our value for our brand partners.
Great. And I understand you just launched, but any insights so far, successful campaigns or feedback from brand partners?
Yeah, I mean, the feedback that we've had from our brand partners has all been very positive, likely because we are delivering a very strong ROAS. We're beating our targets by double digits. If you look at new to brand metrics, we're actually in double digits for new to brand neighbors. So what we're showing is that this is a really sound investment and it's delivering those new neighbors for our brand partners.
That's great. Now, last question before we wrap. What advice do you have for brand marketers who want to work with the network?
Yeah, so I think a few things. First of all, be sure that you're timing your placement around sales and key seasons, right? We talked about Toyland earlier. That's peak for toys, right? You talked about your chicks, right? You talked about your chickens a bit earlier, or how much your kids like the chickens. We're kind of getting into prime chicken season, so being sure that you're timing it around your seasons and seasonality. Also working together in partnership with our team so that there is a full funnel approach. These tactics work well together, in addition with some of our more traditional shopper marketing tactics. So really making sure that all of the different tactics are working well together.
Great. I know it is chicken season. I need to really stock up on some supplies. Um, Well, that wraps up this episode of Retail Media Unplugged. Big thank you to Eliza for sharing her expertise with us today. For those of you watching, I hope to see everyone in the Chicagoland area for our flagship Retail Media Summit event, May 6th through the 8th. Our next event after RMS is our in-store marketing forum, which will be held in Chicago, August 19th through the 20th. This is a highly curated 2-day event designed for those ready to lead the next era of in-store shopper experiences. For the Path to Purchase Institute, I'm Cindy Loza. Thanks for tuning in.